kitchen gadgets, right?
Yeah.
I mean, some are kind of gimmicky, but sometimes something comes along and you're like, huh, okay, this is actually kind of cool. Air fryers. Who knew hot air could be so trendy?
It really is more than just hot air, though, isn't it?
Right.
The numbers on this are fascinating. You know, in some places like Denmark, Portugal, they're really leading the air fryer charge. It makes you wonder if it's like a cultural thing. Are they just ahead of the curve? What's going on there?
Yeah, I'm picturing a whole nation of perfectly crisp potatoes right now. But it's not just about crispy food, is it?
No.
There's this whole health halo around the air fryer. It's like the symbol of, I want the flavor, but hold the guilt.
Totally. And I think it plays into the bigger picture of how people are approaching food and cooking these days, right? Because everyone wants to be healthy, wants to live that healthy lifestyle, but nobody wants to sacrifice taste or convenience.
Right.
So the air fryer comes in with this promise of like indulgent tasting, but it's actually good for you.
Oh, yeah.
And who can say no to that? Plus, I mean, less oil, way less oil.
Way less oil. That's the big one for me. A tablespoon versus like a whole pot. It's a game changer.
Huge.
Yeah. So how does it even work, though? Is it really just blowing hot air around, or there's something else to it?
Okay, so it sounds simple, but there's actually a bit of science happening behind all that hot air.
Okay.
It all comes down to something called the Maillard reaction. You know, that beautiful browning that happens when you cook things? Gives it all those complex flavors.
Yes.
Air fryers use like a concentrated heat source, and then they circulate the air really fast, and it triggers this reaction, but like way more efficiently.
Right.
And with hardly any oil. And because you're not deep frying, a lot of the nutrients that get lost in all that oil, you actually retain when you use an air fryer.
Interesting. So it's like a mini convection oven on flavor overdrive.
Basically.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
But it can't all be perfect, right? I mean, sunshine and perfectly cooked broccoli.
Yeah.
What are the downsides? There's got to be some.
Of course, of course. Every kitchen gadget has its quirks, right?
Right.
Air fryers are no exception. I mean, let's start with the obvious one, capacity. If you've got a big family, you want fries for everyone, you're probably going to be making those in batches.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Oh, also, I feel like some of them are really loud.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're summoning a jet plane while you're making dinner.
Powerful airflow has to come from somewhere.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, what about the texture, though? That seems to be like a big debate in the air fryer world.
Absolutely. Yeah, a lot of people say, oh, it's not the same, you know.
Because you're not going to get that exact deep fried crunch, are you?
Right, exactly.
But I think for certain things, the air fryer texture is better. Like I think of Brussels sprouts. I'd rather have them air fried.
Interesting.
Because they get crispy, but they're not heavy.
Yeah.
So it really depends what you're making, I guess.
I think it's all about knowing the strengths and limitations of your tool. Right? You're not going to get a perfect replica of deep fried every time. But that doesn't mean it can't be delicious in a different way. It's about expanding what you can do in the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of expanding, let's move past fries.
Okay.
Because it gets really interesting.
Okay, you've got my attention. What else can these things do?
Reheating leftovers, they're like magic.
Really?
Yeah, leftover pizza, forget the microwave. Air fryer will crisp that right up.
Okay.
And have you ever dehydrated anything in an air fryer?
Wait in the air fryer. Can you do that?
Yeah.
What, like make kale chips?
Yes, exactly. Fruit chips, veggie chips, beef jerky if you're feeling adventurous.
Right.
It's a whole other level. And you can even bake in them.
Really?
Some of them can do little cakes, bread, toast.
Huh. See, this is why I love these deep dives. It's like finding out your kitchen gadget has a secret superpower.
Yeah.
But I do want to go back to families for a sec. You mentioned them before.
Right.
How does this work with picky eaters?
Oh, this is where the air fryer really shines, I think. Because you can sneak in the veggies they don't even know. Like broccoli, make it crispy. Carrots, they turn into these sweet and savory snacks.
Right.
And even chicken nuggets, you can make healthier versions at home.
Okay, healthier chicken nuggets. You had me at that. Okay, so what's a good recipe to start with for someone who's like, I need easy and delicious because nobody's got time for complicated on a weeknight?
Okay, let's go with a classic but always delicious. Crispy sweet potato fries. Healthy, satisfying, so simple.
Okay, I'm listening. Walk me through it. What do we need?
Okay, minimal ingredients, maximum flavor. So we're talking 2 large sweet potatoes, olive oil, like just a tablespoon.
Yeah.
Paprika, garlic powder, and salt and pepper. But, you know, you can really go wild with it. Add some chili powder if you want a little heat.
Oh, yeah.
Some rosemary, a little earthy vibe, whatever you're feeling.
Rosemary. Okay, I'm into it. So we've got our prepped sweet potatoes, our olive oil, spices. What's next?
Time for the air fryer to do its thing. Preheat it first. Around 180 degrees Celsius. That's 356 Fahrenheit if you're in the U.S.
Oh.
While it's heating up, toss those sweet potato wedges with the oil and spices. Make sure they're all coated nicely.
Okay, so preheating, check. Sweet potatoes are ready. We're good to go. Just pop them in.
Almost. Don't overcrowd the air fryer basket. Gotta let that hot air circulate.
Oh, yeah, right. Makes sense.
So in they go, about 15-20 minutes. Shake the basket halfway through.
Okay, shaking. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, while those are cooking, can we talk dipping sauces?
Absolutely. Gotta have a good dipping sauce.
Crucial.
Sriracha mayo is always a classic, but get creative. Maybe a cilantro lime yogurt dip.
Oh, yeah.
Chipotle aioli if you want some smokiness.
I am getting hungry. See, I love how you can personalize it. Like air frying is all about, finding your own style.
Exactly. It's about taking those basic techniques, making them your own.
Yeah.
And the best part is you can't really mess it up.
Right.
Things not cooked enough, just put it back in for a couple more minutes.
Perfect. Okay, last question. What advice would you give to someone who's thinking about getting an air fryer? Should they go for it?
Don't overthink it.
Okay.
They're super popular for a reason. Easy, you can do so much with them, and it makes healthy cooking more fun.
Right.
So my advice is just go for it. Experiment, have fun, try new things, see what you can make.
I love that. And that's what we're all about here, right? So there you have it. Everything you need to know about the wonderful world of air fryers.
It's a journey.
It is. And listeners, we want to hear about your air fryer journeys, the successes, the maybe not so successful attempts. We've all been there.
Oh, yeah.
Share your recipes, your tips, your air fryer stories, the good, the bad, the crispy. Until next time, happy air frying, everyone.